a lady on the phone from Queensland House, and they definitely need to have a big heart at present. It's Hannah Reisch. Good morning, Hannah.
Good morning, Sibylle. How are you?
I'm very well, thank you. How are you? And I think I just mispronounced your surname. It's Hannah Heers, right?
Hannah Heers, that's
yes,
correct.
Thank you.
Yeah, and from Women's Health Queensland.
Oh, that's wonderful.
Yeah.
So we are on Active Noosa here, and we would like to get some information from you. As many women find themselves juggling work from home with commitments for household duties, supervising children probably because they have to learn from home. It's much unlikely that they find a lot of time for themselves, and we women tend to sort of push that aside and leave that to something else, to give time to ourselves in terms to get everything else ready. So what do you suggest for us? What should women prioritize in exercising in the age of COVID-19, Hannah?
Yeah, look, it is something common that we women just tend to do, isn't it? We prioritise other people's needs ahead of our own often. But I guess what we know is that the health benefits of exercise have now been really well established by modern science. So we know that regular, and that means preferably daily, exercise can help to keep you happy and healthy. So not only does that mean that regular exercise helps to prevent conditions such as diabetes and cardiovascular disease, etc., it also helps us to improve our cognitive function and maintain really good mental health. So in the time of so much uncertainty and so many changes going on around us all the time, why wouldn't we do something that's both in your control and something which can make you feel calm and happy within yourself as well? So the recommendation from the government is for 30 minutes of exercise every day. So that's what I say to my clients, is that something that exercise is something that makes you huff and puff a little bit. So it needs to be something that gets the heart rate going, basically. And we also say that doing any physical exercise or physical activity is better than none. So if you can't reach that 30 minutes of exercise a day, maybe break it down into small 10-minute sections, 10 minutes here and there.
Oh, that's a good idea. I like that.
Yeah, so that makes it a little bit more kind of achievable for those really busy mums who still have to be looking after the kids, maybe even more now if the kids are at home and being homeschooled, as well as keeping up with all the daily tasks that we women have to keep up with, or sometimes feel like we have to keep up with. So.
Well, sometimes that's some exercise already, I think,
Exactly.
Yeah, cleaning, washing, hanging up the washing and bringing it back in again and things like that, for sure. What other exercise would you suggest as beneficial for our listeners and us, of course? Yep.
Look, I think anything that brings you joy, obviously anything that gets your heart rate up and brings you joy, is going to be beneficial to you. I avoid giving specific recommendations about specific types of exercise, because every different type of exercise is going to affect each woman differently. So what we do try to say is, especially for women, it is really important to try and mix it up. So if you're somebody who often goes for a run, it's important to mix up your activity and try to include activities which strengthen your muscles at least 2 days a week. So this is weight-bearing exercise. We're talking about maybe lifting weights, using resistance bands, or maybe bike riding, for example. Dance is another really good example.
I love that. That's yoga, a nice idea.
Yeah, and even heavy gardening. So if you're somebody who doesn't really like to do those traditional forms of exercise, but you love to play in the garden, digging holes and churning the earth is also a really great form of exercise that also helps you to strengthen your muscles. So that's really important for us women.
I tell you a little secret about myself now, Hannah. One of my pet favorite exercises is parkour.
Oh, wow.
I'm not doing it. I'm not practicing it, but I watch anything I can find on the internet about it. It's just such an amazing thing. And I was thinking, now that there's so few people around, it's probably a good thing to start because...
That's right, yeah. Now is a perfect opportunity.
That's right.
Yeah.
So what's your perfect or favorite exercise, Hannah?
I love yoga. So yoga is absolutely my go-to. I love it because you can do it in a relaxing way. You can do it in a strengthening way. There are so many different different types of yoga out there. And I'm actually a yoga instructor myself. So that's definitely my one key love. But
Yes.
there are so many options out there. And I was just thinking as well, women who are working from home, whether you have the kids at home or not, there are lots of different women experiencing different situations out there. But we have a really wonderful opportunity right now during this kind of lockdown and this being at home time to start that exercise regime that you may have always wanted to start but never found the time. So, we are not having to drive long distances to and from work, and you have an opportunity now to use that time wisely to bring yourself some exercise or include a new regime that you maybe didn't have time to before. So,
like parkour. Would you
like parkour, exactly.
Would you suggest to women to exercise alone or with their partner or with their children or with their dog maybe?
Yeah, look, again, I think it comes back to that idea of whatever brings you joy. If you can exercise with your kids in a joyful way, and it doesn't bring you stress and it's not a chore, absolutely, that's going to be great. Also, obviously, women who are exercising with their kids, they're really being great role models for the kids as to, how to incorporate exercise into the life as well. So definitely, if you can exercise with your kids or your partner or a friend, and that's something that is joyful for you, absolutely. It's also great for us women to have the social aspect included as well. But if exercising on your own is something that you prefer, then that's fine as well.
So where can women find inspiration for any form of exercise? What do you recommend? Right now, you can't really go anywhere. That's That's
right. Yeah, we do sort of feel a little bit restricted, but I choose to see it as another really great opportunity at the moment because. So I know from being in the yoga space, but there's also many organizations, many gyms and yoga studios from all over the place that have actually converted to being online for the time being. So some of those options are free, some of those options are paid. You can search on Facebook, you can search on YouTube, and there are many different options. So yoga, there's bar, there's boot camp, there's dancing, try ballet if you always wanted to, try parkour if you wanted to.
That's right.
So many different options out there. And there's many people on YouTube who really want to share their passion. So
a little bit later in the program we also have an interview with a psychologist, and she talks about imagination. So I guess that helps too. If you go on the internet, you can already see or imagine yourself doing some things as well. And
absolutely.
I really love your idea, Hannah. Thank you very much for saying that it has to bring joy. And
thank
yes,
you.
that's probably the key word for me, really.
Absolutely. We don't want it to be a chore.
No, it doesn't work. It doesn't work. Not with exercise. No.
That's right.
And also to break it up in 10-minute increments, if that's a good way to do it, and to start for sure as well. Horse riding is probably not bad either. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, if you're somebody that hasn't exercised for a while, or if you're not sure of your ability level, absolutely it's okay to start at your level of ability and then gradually build up to that recommended amount and type and frequency of activity as well. So, yeah, I guess another key aspect is that I want to communicate to our women is just to make sure that you always feel safe. So if you are choosing one of those Facebook options or YouTube options or something like that, obviously the trainer in the video is not there to physically support you. So it's important that you make sure whatever activity you're choosing, you just feel really safe in the ability level that you are choosing or that you're doing. If you feel unsafe, or if you start to feel unsteady or unstable, or like it's too much, feel free to take it back or choose a different video as well. So
that's great. Well, thank you very much, and you stay safe, and we can also refer people to your yoga sessions on Women Health's Queensland Facebook page, yeah?
That's exactly right. Yeah, so we have many free group activities going on the Women's Health Queensland on the Women's Health Queensland Facebook page.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry. So listeners can just search Women's Health Queensland on Facebook, and they'll find us easily. So on there's lots and lots of antenatal sessions for women whose birthing classes have been cancelled.
Mm-hmm.
There's counselling, there's mental health sessions, and I have been doing some free yoga and meditation sessions for women as well. So women are absolutely more than welcome to access those.
Oh, wonderful. And now thank you very much for talking to us this morning, giving us this information. And
it's been my pleasure.
I shall have a look at parkour again, at least on the internet. Okay.
Absolutely.
Thank you. And
Power
thanks
to you.
Thank you.
Sibylle.
Thank you. You stay well.
Okay.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Stay well. Bye-bye.